Procrastination. Oh yeah, let's go. How do you know when you are procrastinating? Well, the first clue is that you start an assignment with the words, "The dictionary defines procrastination as..." Yepers, the lack of a great idea is a flashing sign that you have put off doing good work to feel the adrenaline of doing the work at the last minute. Hi, I'm Margaret Meek, and this is Procrastination. What, Why, the Cure. In fact, procrastination is defined as self-defeating behavior. It is a reflection of depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, poor study habits, ADHD, a genuine lack of interest, a way to gain excitement based on a timeline, a lack of trust in yourself and your abilities, a delay to avoid outcomes or mistakes like bad grades or bad medical results, a delay to pursue perfectionism, and a distraction. It will be easy to help you figure out your why and how and the cure. Right? Let's start here. The age group that demonstrates the highest level of procrastination is 14 to 29-year-olds. We tend to become more conscientious as we age. About 90% of students procrastinate, which also happens outside in real life. For the vast majority of these students, there is no lasting effect. It should be addressed, but it doesn't result in lasting issues. For 25% of students, that isn't true. For these individuals, their procrastination becomes debilitating at some level. At any point that the stress or frustration of your procrastination leads to adverse health impacts, talk to someone. Your good health is not a negotiable item. If you are a person who fits into this category, the 25%, please seek help. Visit the mental health department, do some serious introspection, and deal with the emotional hurdles that keep you from being able to meet your commitments. Figuring out your triggers and making sure your goals match your skills and desires will go a long way to helping you produce at a level that makes you want to accomplish. There may be more significant issues you aren't seeing or dealing with. Try to identify those problems so you can move forward. For the rest of you, let's talk about how you can move beyond putting off your obligations. Start by looking at each item you are delaying. Determine if there is a pattern, such as putting off writing papers because you don't enjoy writing. See if there are themes that cut across the projects. The tasks aren't interesting to you, you are afraid your performance will not be perfect, you don't like the topic, you find focusing difficult because of life issues. Whatever the cause, if you find a different trigger for each assignment you are avoiding, consider that you are good with coming up with excuses and start to channel that creativity into your assignments. Looking at your list of tasks and reasons for procrastination, do you recognize that you are doing so against your better judgment? Do you know that just doing the project will be better than spending time rationalizing and putting off the work? You know it is irrational, but you either convince yourself that you aren't prepared to do the project well, you like the rush of putting off the project until the last minute and then speeding to accomplish the task before the due date, or you aren't sure how to regulate your negative views about yourself or your skills. If you aren't prepared, start taking the project one step at a time. Complete one portion, say the research, then move on to the outline for the paper, then write the introduction or conclusion, then keep going, step by step. If you like the thrill, try setting a self-imposed deadline. Instead of thinking you have until Monday, set the personal due date for Friday at 3 p.m. You still get the adrenaline of putting off the work, but leave yourself the time to review your work and make sure you have done your best. If you are thinking, but I'll know, try setting up a reward that will bring you joy. You can go out to dinner with friends, binge watch your favorite show over the weekend, or otherwise congratulate yourself for completing the project before the last minute. If your thoughts turn into a negative critique of your skills or who you are, please try to change your behavior. Instead of hyper-fixating on your inadequacies or your project's problems, snap a rubber band on your wrist once for each negative thought, and then take the next step. You can return at the end and shore up the places that work and fix your wrist. You can also pull out all your assignments for the term for that class and recognize that you have been successful. If the negative thoughts are overwhelming, please talk to someone who can help you find a much more realistic and positive mirror. The key to curing procrastination often involves regulating your emotions rather than managing your time. You can accomplish when you want to. Figure out which emotion is stopping you from doing so. If you are putting off your work because you believe yourself to be smart or capable or talented enough that you don't need to put much energy into being successful on a task, please recognize that you are going to come up against that project that will kick your rear end. Don't allow the law of averages to catch up with you. Do your work now. Another common cure is realizing that you prioritize your short-term happiness or productivity and sacrifice your long-term success. Start to find the self-discipline to create a to-do list. Prioritize it and move through it in a manner that keeps you from dilly-dallying away your chances for your time and energy to be used in a gratifying and worthwhile manner. A trick that frequently works is to allow yourself to value the process rather than just the completed project. If you take that first step, which leads to the second step down the path of this one project, recognize your progress and allow yourself to feel good about your work. Forgiveness is another significant step in avoiding procrastination. Forgive yourself for not wanting to do the project or not understanding the work. You don't have to love what you are working on, but you can still love that you are moving forward. The other solution we have talked about is setting up a reward system for yourself as you accomplish, or as Dr. Brewer, the Director of Research and Innovation at Brown University's Mindfulness Center, called it, make yourself a bigger, better offer, a BBO. Rewire your brain to see conscientiousness as a benefit, something to celebrate, something to work for. Procrastination is not the worst thing that is going to happen to you. The reason why you put off work is most likely a much larger problem. Deal with that challenge. Forgive yourself for small diversions. Take assignments or projects one step at a time. Set up rewards for yourself if you make it to step 3 or complete the assignment. Always remember that if the problem feels big, friends, family, counselors, instructors, community members, and others would be honored to help you find assistance. Procrastination. What are you waiting for? Get busy. If you have any further questions or comments, please note them in the comment section below this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel.